Little People, Big World star Matt Roloff's ups and downs with his 4 children, a journey of love, loss, and legacy. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. For nearly 2 decades, Little People, Big World has documented the extraordinary lives of the Roloff family. At the center of it all stands Matt Roloff, the patriarch whose towering influence despite his small stature has helped shape a reality television empire, a family legacy, and a sprawling Oregon farm that became almost as famous as the family itself. But behind the scenes of TLC's hit show lies a complex, evolving, and often emotional relationship between Matt and his 4 children, Jeremy, Zach, Molly, and Jacob. From publicized disagreements and sibling rivalries to shared dreams and painful estrangements, Matt Roloff's journey as a father has been anything but linear. This article explores the ups and downs between Matt and his kids, tracing the threads of connection, conflict, and reconciliation that have defined one of reality TV's most intriguing families. Chapter 1: The Patriarch's Vision, Matt's Dream for the Farm and His Family. From the beginning, Matt Roloff made it clear, Roloff Farms was more than a home, it was a dream. After purchasing the 34-acre property in Helvetia, Oregon in 1990, Matt poured his energy, creativity, and ambition into building a fantasyland for his family. Complete with a pumpkin patch, castle, pirate ship, and western town, the farm was both a literal and symbolic landscape where his children could grow, play, and one day build lives of their own. But even in these early years, cracks in the vision began to show. Matt's high-energy, entrepreneurial personality often clashed with the quieter nature of some of his children. Still, the family remained united in the show's early seasons, presenting a wholesome picture of love and teamwork. Chapter 2: Jeremy and Zach, the twin dynamic splits apart. Jeremy and Zach, the Roloffs' eldest sons, are fraternal twins born on May 10, 1990, but they could not be more different. Jeremy, the golden boy turned rebel. Early in the show, Jeremy was often seen as the easygoing son, passionate about photography, faith, and travel. Fans admired his close bond with Matt and his growing sense of independence. He helped on the farm and often worked side by side with his dad on projects. But as Jeremy matured, he began to pull away, especially when it came to his vision for the future. He and his wife Audrey moved toward a life centered around Christian ministry, online entrepreneurship, and social media influence. Their brand, Beating 50%, became their primary focus. The real fracture came when Jeremy expressed interest in buying a portion of Roloff Farms, only to be allegedly rebuffed by Matt. Though Matt claimed Jeremy's offer wasn't mutually agreeable, fans sensed deeper tensions. Jeremy ultimately walked away from the farm and from the show. In his words, it was time to pursue something else. Zach, the heir who walked away. Unlike Jeremy, Zach, who shares Matt's diagnosis of achondroplasia, remained closely tied to the family's legacy for longer. As a child and young adult, he was deeply involved in farm activities and more invested in maintaining the show. Fans saw Zach as Matt's natural successor, not only because of his condition but also because of his commitment to keeping the family close. Zach's relationship with Matt began to sour around 2022, when negotiations over buying part of the farm fell through just like Jeremy. In a now famous season, Zach accused Matt of manipulating the process, calling his father's behavior extremely misguided and misleading. The fallout was intense. Zach moved to Washington with his wife Tori and their kids. He stepped away from the farm and later from the show entirely. Their relationship reportedly remains strained, though Matt has made occasional efforts to reach out. Chapter 3: Molly, the Quiet Departure. While the drama surrounding Jeremy and Zach captured headlines, Molly Roloff's story unfolded quietly. The only daughter of Matt and Amy, Molly was beloved by fans for her intelligence, humility, and quiet presence. Little People, Big World. Zach Roloff issues blunt PSA about public urinals and dwarfism. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. For over 2 decades, Little People, Big World has opened an intimate window into the lives of the Roloff family, a household marked by resilience, unity, and the unique experiences of individuals living with dwarfism. Among its most beloved stars is Zach Roloff, the only one of Matt and Amy Roloff's 4 children who shares their diagnosis of achondroplasia, the most common form of dwarfism. Now, after stepping away from the reality TV spotlight in 2023, Zach is using his platform in a different way to spark important conversations about accessibility and dignity for little people. His recent public service announcement, PSA, delivered via social media, centered around a surprising but significant issue: public urinals. Zach's blunt commentary has struck a chord online, igniting widespread support and a deeper conversation about the everyday challenges little people face, often overlooked by society at large. This article explores the full context of Zach's PSA, the reactions it garnered, and why what he said matters far beyond the walls of a public restroom. Chapter 1: Life in the Spotlight, the Rise of Zach Roloff. Zach Roloff was introduced to the world in 2006 when Little People, Big World first aired on TLC. The show chronicled the lives of the Roloff family on their sprawling Oregon farm, capturing both ordinary moments and extraordinary challenges. For Zach, the series offered both a platform and a pressure cooker. Born with achondroplasia, Zach's life was inevitably different from that of average-height children. From countless surgeries to mobility issues, he faced physical and social hurdles. But Zach's determination and positive spirit resonated deeply with viewers. He became a fan favorite not only for his down-to-earth demeanor, but also for his vulnerability and strength. Viewers watched him grow up, fall in love with now-wife Tori Patton, become a father of 3, and slowly evolve into an advocate for the Little People community. Even after stepping back from the series following season 25, Zach's influence didn't fade. In fact, it might be stronger now than ever. Chapter 2: The Post, Show-Era Podcasting and Advocacy. In early 2024, Zach and Tori launched their podcast, Raising Heights, where they discuss family life, marriage, parenting, and what it's like raising children in a mixed-height household. The show quickly gained traction, becoming a safe space for candid conversations about ableism, accessibility, and what the world still doesn't get about dwarfism. Zach has made it clear in interviews and online posts that he's not afraid to ruffle feathers if it means pushing the needle on awareness. Whether it's criticizing insensitive jokes, challenging poor infrastructure, or calling out microaggressions, Zach has emerged as a strong voice for people with dwarfism and for creating a world that sees them as equals. Chapter 3: The PSA that sparked a conversation. In June 2025, Zach took to Instagram stories to share a straightforward yet pointed PSA that caught immediate attention. Standing in a public restroom, not showing anything explicit, he said, "Hey, if you're designing a public men's restroom and you don't include a lowered urinal, you're not just being lazy, you're being discriminatory. Little people exist. We use bathrooms too." The post quickly went viral. Within hours, his PSA was being shared across Reddit threads, Facebook disability advocacy groups, and even picked up by disability-focused news outlets. Many applauded Zach for addressing a seemingly trivial issue that actually holds deeper implications for accessibility and dignity. Chapter 4: Why Public Urinals Matter, More Than You Think. On the surface, the issue might seem minor, but for little people and others with physical disabilities, poorly designed restrooms can be humiliating, frustrating, and sometimes even physically painful. Height matters. A standard urinal is typically mounted around 24 inches from the floor to the rim. For someone with dwarfism, especially a man standing under 4 feet tall, this can make using a urinal without a step or modification impossible. Inaccessible public restrooms force little people to either hold it, find an alternate restroom, often non-existent, or subject themselves to unsafe contortions. It's not just about comfort, it's about basic human dignity and autonomy. Zach's PSA underscores how so many public and private institutions still fail to recognize that universal design must include all body types, not just those of average height individuals. Chapter 5: The Reactions, Praise, Pushback, and Education. The online response to Zach's video was overwhelmingly positive. Hundreds of